They can see.
Well, hello and welcome to Food for Talk, where we are taking on health one number at a time. And today I have such a familiar face with me. And we have on our headgear, we're getting into the holidays. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us for this month of December. The month of December is actually National AIDS and HIV Awareness Month. So today I have a treat for you. My friend Stephanie was not able to make it, but she did do a video for us, and she also gave me some notes about her experience with dealing with loved ones who were actually diagnosed with this disease back in the 90s. So welcome to the show. Also, wanted to get out of the way. We do have a disclaimer to mention that we are not attempting to diagnose. We're not attempting to give health advice. Please seek professional advice from a medical professional. This content is just for informational purposes only. Angee from the B.
Hey.
How is your day going?
Do y'all really want to know?
So Angee has actually been amazing. She has met me for the past two shows at my cousin's house, and we've done extensive setups. So again, welcome to the show. I also have a little difference in the format of the show this time because we were, I guess, in the process of trying to try things and set things up and see how things work.
New show.
Yeah. So, we're just trying to work out the kinks, but now I can actually cook in front of you guys today. And so what we're going to do, just so you know how the magic happened on the first show, we are going to redo the mashed potato, well, not mashed potatoes, but we're going to do the sweet potato hash browns with grilled chicken. So the last time we were actually on, I had two wonderful guests on, and Jarvis and Shamiz Renee. They just knocked it out of the box. So
they were amazing. If I can just speak on that last show, everyone, this was her inaugural show, the last show that came on. I think that was back in November,
like 23rd or something like that.
Something like that. But I want to say, girl, I was just amazed at how everything came together that show.
Yeah.
With it being your first show.
Yeah.
And if anyone had any idea of what we do in the background to make sure that we come on live and with our smiles and everything else, I really have to say, to God be the glory, because I did not expect the people who came in and shared the way they shared.
Yeah.
They were so real and authentic, and that made the show all the more better because you even said to yourself, I didn't know some things.
Yeah. Found out some things that day.
We all did.
Yeah. And I appreciate Jarvis for being so open. He actually gave me another segment of things to speak about when it comes to type 2 diabetes awareness. So I really appreciate you, Jarvis. We had an amazing time, but now we're moving forward. This is show number 2. And now I get to actually cook in front of you all. And I have to watch that word. So now I get to cook in front of you all. And so we are going to go ahead and redo the sweet potato hash browns and grilled chicken. And this time I'm going to mix all of it together, because we do have another part of the dish that is set aside just for purposes of being set aside. So let's go ahead and set the tone for the show. So the verse that I am reading today is from Jeremiah 30:17. He can restore our health. Very deep.
Wow.
Very deep.
Wow. And that's from the Bible. He can restore our health.
Yeah.
Okay, Kelly. Some people don't really, come on. Is that really coming from our Father in heaven? And does he really, think about everything about us, our mind, body, soul, and spirit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, we use foods to nurture our bodies, and there is a certain way that we eat those foods and those spices that act as antibiotics to our body. Now, I don't preach holistic. My dishes are basically just low carb, but for anyone who is diagnosed with a specific illness, they do have nutritionists that walk them through the process of nurturing their body according to whatever their health diagnosis is. And that's very important. A lot of cancer patients actually they have programs for them where they teach them how to eat cleaner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of fruits and vegetables. But these are things that are not really spoken of. And again, these are medical professionals. We are just trying to get the word out, using our platform to actually, just let people know that it's really not a death sentence to eat better according to what your health is.
Well, there's 2 other things that people are concerned about. Not just death. Can I really do it? Is it affordable? And Kelly, how can I really work that into my schedule? I don't know if I have enough time to cook. I don't know if I have enough money to buy the ingredients that you're suggesting.
Yeah.
So can you help us with those myths?
Yes. So that was another issue that I ran into when I went on to my journey. And what I found out was it's about the same, especially now. You can go to a fast food restaurant now and get a value meal, not a value meal, but I guess a bundle meal for about $15, where you can actually still feed yourself in a healthier way for about the same, and have enough to break that meal down into 3 to 4 days.
Wow.
It depends on how you work it.
I do say this though, Kelly. In the years that you and I have known each other, I have been paying attention to the foods that you are suggesting in your 2 books that are out now, 2 more that are coming. I've noticed that the foods that you are suggesting is more densely nutrient. It's more of a feeling of the foods, less what's the word I'm looking for?
That's the calories and carbs.
Well, and less the amount of food that I need to fill me up. So there's where a lot of people are not really paying attention to the amount of food that they're consuming.
Yeah.
On the sheep side, you're having to consume a whole lot more to be filled to even get the nutrients that we're about to speak of.
Yeah, yeah. And even when you think about going to a fast food restaurant, I know that Jarvis even touched on that. During the time of COVID, I went to several restaurants.
Wow.
Just to demonstrate how you can still eat low carb and patronize the restaurant.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still do it. In fact, somebody on TikTok, and he was a nutritionist.
Okay.
He said, "Well, do you guys know that they sell blackened chicken at Popeyes?"
No,
I didn't know that either. And then I looked at the menu and I was like, they do have blackened chicken
on at Popeyes.
at Popeyes.
So that means not the fried,
Not the fried.
but the blackened,
But the
which
blackened.
is usually grilled.
Yes. And how he prepared it was he had the blackened chicken, he got some coleslaw, and he got the sweet heat sauce. And the sweet heat sauce is really good too. And this is a nutritionist. This is somebody who gets paid to tell you how to eat. So it can be done. You just have to know what you're looking at. What is that? The one restaurant, Copeland's. My colleagues and I went to Copeland's. They actually have zoodles at Copeland's.
Okay, now you got to explain zoodles.
So zoodles are zucchini noodles. So they spiral the zucchini into like noodle-like shape. And there you go. It's the low-carb version of a pasta meal.
Wow. Well, what do you have for us here? My lady.
What I have for us here, let's go ahead and get into this because I know this show is going to go really, really fast. First of all,
I'm salivating a bit.
And she's sitting right next to the pot too. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and start heating up our pan.
Okay.
This is not the plug that normally goes with this, but it does work. So we're going to start heating up our pan. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil. So let's go ahead and get that down in the pan and get that a little heated.
I think a couple of us need to take some notes. Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that a little hot for us. The first thing that we're gonna put in our pan is our onions. So I do feel some heat coming off of this pan. So again, the topic of this month is National HIV and AIDS Awareness. And my friend Stephanie, she did an amazing job making a video for us.
She did.
And she also provided information for her relatives that unfortunately have passed from this disease. Both relatives were diagnosed back in the 90s, so this was early on. Remember back in the 80s and 90s, it was still one of those taboo illnesses. You know, during that time, people thought that somebody can breathe on you and get infected. So it's the research and the technology and the treatments have come a long way since then. But unfortunately, there were quite a few people lost along the way. So we're going to go ahead and get our onions working here. And we want to get them a little caramelized because what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and after they caramelize a little bit, we're going to go ahead and put our shredded sweet potato.
So once again, this is the sweet potato hash browns.
Yes. Yes. You know what? Okay, so I crashed Angie's house for Thanksgiving.
Yes, you did.
And I'm very proud about that.
I'm proud too.
And I brought her something that I was demonstrating with.
Yes, ma'am. Can I talk about it?
Yes.
Okay. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, did she crash my Thanksgiving dinner? Absolutely, she did, and I begged her to. So, listen, when you have someone like Kelly who has a recipe book, you want them to crash a dinner, duh. But okay, what I really wanted her to do was come, rest, relax, because my family is crazy. Actually, by the way, hey Rhonda, one of my sisters is already on. So my sister came in, and my husband's brothers, sisters, we just had maybe, oh gosh, maybe about 30 people at the house.
Yeah.
So her coming to the Thanksgiving dinner was one more, okay? But she did not only come by herself. She had this pan in her hand, right? And I'm like, what is that? She said, I told you I was going to bring a dish. Are you ready for it? I'm like, girl, anything from you. When she says what it is, was kind of taken back. She goes, this is a sweet potato salad. Sweet potato salad, I should say. So I'm like, okay, Kelly, you have introduced me to a whole bunch of stuff, and everything that she's introduced me to is good. I said, okay, with the sweet potato salad, I'm a little, woo. You stretching me on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, at first bite, you couldn't even tell the difference. Y'all, it was singing in my mouth. Sweet potato salad. And so, Kelly, can you tell us what's the difference between having a regular potato salad and the sweet potato salad?
So it's all in the sweet potato. It is all in the sweet potato. So I'm about to add our beautiful sweet potatoes to our pan. Go ahead and get those working.
Guess who's here? Mr. Scribe. Mr. Scribe, get your heart out. I'm here now. I'm sitting at the table now, Mr. Scribe.
Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and add some green bell pepper. So let's go ahead and add our green bell pepper. And we want to go ahead and get this to cook together because we like the flavor of bell pepper with the potatoes. And you're going to understand why I said that once you taste it. Now, I am going to go ahead and get a glove on. I'm using very basic seasonings. We have white salt. We're not gonna overpower it, but we are gonna put us some white salt in that pan. We have this is actually onion powder, so we're gonna go ahead and get us some onion powder in the pan. We're gonna go ahead and put some black pepper,
just regular pepper,
just regular black pepper. These are seasonings that you should have in your cupboard. Now, the last seasoning, oh my God. Okay, so I just discovered this. They have something called black garlic seasoning.
Huh?
And that's what I'm about to put in here. I love this stuff.
Okay, now where can you get this seasoning? Everything else we know where to go.
Yeah.
But black?
At the grocery store.
Yeah, it's at the grocery store.
I get in trouble going to the grocery store because a lot of times they have something new and I have to get it. So I am putting just a little bit more. I may have to just take this off.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah.
Is that olive oil?
This is extra virgin olive oil. So we use things that are heart healthy. Extra virgin olive oil is heart healthy. So I normally don't use vegetable oil or canola oil. I normally use extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, so Bertie just said, what's cooking?
We are making these beautiful, beautiful sweet potato hash browns that I was not able to cook in front of everybody during the first show. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to let this cook. I'm gonna maybe turn it down just a little notch, but we want to get this brown. We want some browning on these potatoes.
Yo.
So yes, doesn't it smell divine?
Listen. And in future shows, you guys, this as her executive producer of the show. This seat right here will be a prime seat in shows to come. Because I'm telling you, it's nothing like sitting right next to her and having the flavor and the smell to come right to you guys. You'll really, really understand what she's trying to do here, girl.
Yes.
Wow.
And let me tell you the importance of the sweet potato versus the white potato. So there's this thing called the glycemic index.
Okay.
And this is something that Jarvis and I were talking about during
On
the first show. Yes. So when you have foods that are higher in that GI, your body absorbs it faster, and so it spikes your blood sugar. And that's what the white potato does. The white potato is very starchy, and it will spike your blood sugar. Well, the sweet potato is lower in the GI. So your body absorbs it slowly, and it doesn't cause that spike in your blood sugar. Mm-hmm. So according to the GI perspective, okay, the sweet potato is a more healthier food for a type 2 diabetic to eat.
It's still a starch, of course, mm-hmm, but you're just saying as far as it spiking your sugar on a lower level, much lower level, right?
It doesn't spike it.
It doesn't
really
spike it at all.
Spike it, yeah.
It doesn't,
because if it's high in that glycemic index, your body absorbs it fast, like real fast, and so that's what causes that spike in the blood sugar. And that is what a white potato will do. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I'm trying to find a way, mm-hmm, to make and I did it, but the next time I did it, they just exploded. Okay. If you notice with a sweet potato, it's not as starchy as a white potato. So it's not sticky.
Got you.
Yeah, it's not sticky.
I would never thought of that.
Yeah. So before I put this recipe in the book, I'm still trying to find a way to bind it so I can make the hash brown like circles or whatever, you know, and then, freeze them, and then you can put them in the air fryer. I'm still trying to work on that, but this version is still a very top-notch version.
It smelled that way.
Yes.
Listen, Bertie is already saying, you need an official taste tester? I would gladly accept the job. Bertie!
We would love for you to become an official taste tester, Bertie. Yes. And, I am going to tell you all, I don't like sweet potatoes like that.
I don't either.
So if I'm telling you that eating this is actually delicious, I actually have to stop myself from eating it. That's how good it is.
It's good, yeah. It's so good.
The potato salad that I made with sweet potatoes, I was very surprised and shocked. I think what people have to get past is the color.
Okay.
Because the color is the color of the sweet potato, but it doesn't taste like a sweet potato at all. It still tastes like just a regular potato. So, and that basically are what my book Numbers are about. Numbers is about doing those little tiny substitutes that make it better for your body, for a type 2 diabetic. I've been working on books 3 and 4 for a while, but it takes time to actually get a work like this together. You have to have the correct presentation. If you guys can see it, I have a little piece of potato that fell, but you have to learn how to do presentation and stage photos. So this is actually just a presentation of what I am cooking today. I cooked this, but I'm not going to demonstrate it on the show. But I did do my pizza.
This is for me, y'all. This is for me. Mr. Scribe.
I did my pizza. This is an all-vegetable pizza, but the crust is actually made out of broccoli, and there's no flour in the crust.
Well, listen, guys, we got to take this break. But when we come back on the other side of this break, you guys, you don't want to miss any part of this show with Kelli. She got more to share with you. So do one more thing. Please hit that share button. So many of you guys are coming in, and thank you so much for coming in and sharing in this moment as we are continuing. I see you, Mr. Scribe. All this is for me. You got to stay tuned.
Powder Springs, Georgia, and surrounding area. Do you have something to pack, ship, print, copy, fax? Well, make your way to Mail in the Box, your neighborhood business center, located at 4400 Brownsville Road, Suite 105, Powder Springs, Georgia, 30127. Mail in the Box offers a plethora of services which include notary services, digital fingerprinting, document shredding, passport photos, physical and virtual mailboxes, just to name a few. For more information about the services offered, please stop by their website at www.mailinthebox.net. Mail in the Box, your neighborhood business center, and tell them that Kelli sent you. Hi, my name is Kelli Bryant, and I am the face of a type 2 diabetic. I am also the author of a book series called Numbers that is available on Amazon. Numbers is about how I used a low-carb diet lifestyle to get my numbers into non-diabetic range. I am living proof that it is possible to go from a 16.6 A1C to a 5.2. So let's kick type 2 diabetes one number at a time.
You wanna see something new? I got something for you. Watch what I can do. Hey, check out what I got. You wanna see something new? Now that I can do anything and everything I want to. Check out what I got. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out.
And let's have a moment of clarity. There's freedom in your transparency. When you speak, you release, that's therapy. It's my decision to listen and do it carefully. Wanna live carefree? Well, it's gonna start. When secrets are kept, families are torn apart. I wanna do my part to help heal your heart. Shed some light on your life when your days are dark. Help ignite a spark that'll bring change. Be your shelter from the rain, assist with the pain. Lonely days are gone and you're not alone. Healing begins with being heard, so this is your song.
All the tears you are hearing, listening to my life.
Here we go. Intro for my show. Nice though, hot like nitro. Cool as ice though. With that type of dichotomy. Y'all know it's gotta be. Who else could it be but T? Rub your eyes, behold the Tony D. I'm the Dream Supreme DJ straight out of Queens. I'm eclectic, the dopest selected. Emerging music break, Tony D will take. Yeah.
Well, Tony, I don't care, long as you take me there, someplace to ease my mind. Just
This is recording artist Bertrand McKinney, aka Birdie, and you're listening to CHH Jams, where the bars come from the word. Y'all keep it locked.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. This is Orlando Presents right here on CHH Jam Presents. Make sure y'all tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and check out our new show, CHH Jam Presents, right here on The Real Level Up. Let's go, y'all. Let's level up, level up. Let's get it. CHH Jam Presents.
Hello, everyone. This is Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks, where we have the conversations that create real relationships. I'm here every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us right here on Level Up Nation. See you then.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm just here to share my experience of just some of the things that I witnessed with family members of mine that were diagnosed as HIV, not really to break down anything more than just my experience and the limited knowledge that I have. Being so close to them, and often even taking them to their doctor visits. Now we know that is not a death sentence, and there are ways for you to have a very long and healthy life. At the time that my members were diagnosed, it was very earlier in time, and we didn't have a lot of knowledge about it. But it was similar to me of hearing about cancer and, the way of it just kind of breaking down body parts or organs one at a time can just be very painful. One of my family members lost the ability to swallow, so to eat or, drink, lost the ability to be able to sit up, so that went very fast from being, just HIV to full blown. And then that led to hospice and just being on morphine until they transitioned. My cousin, who I was very near and dear with, watched him go from healthy, to me coming in and his eyelid is closed. Well, why is his eyelid closed? The eye muscles gave out. Just that delicate thing. I don't know about you, but I never really even thought about when I open my eyes, there are muscles that are allowing me to do so. I just take it for granted. But as your body is shutting down from this virus, will full blown, those things happen. So it was, excruciating pain, and just every day coming in and something else is going out or going down. Now, again, this is very early in the process, and a lot of things have come out. There's good medicine. People know what to do. We didn't. But it was very humbling experience, very knowledgeable. I learned a lot of what happens, what doesn't happen, the myth of, around people that are HIV positive is not, you touch, you breathe, you what, and it, spreads, not like that. But it is a very, very deadly, very hurtful thing to witness. And so that's my experience.
And so we are back, and I hope you enjoyed that video from Stephanie. She and I talked a little bit about her experience extended, and basically one was a male, one was a female relative of hers. Now the female relative of hers was in her 40s. Um, she had actually battled drug addiction for years, but she was clean at that time. She was like 3 years clean. She was engaged to be married, and she kept getting outbreaks of shingles. And that is what led her to her diagnosis. And 3 months after that, she passed. So at that point, she must have had full blown AIDS and not HIV. So HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. AIDS is acquired immune deficiency syndrome. And basically, AIDS breaks your body down like cancer. We talked about that too. Um, we even had a small discussion on how it might be even better to have AIDS than cancer right now, because cancer, you know, cancer in most cases is a death sentence. Now, people can actually live with HIV and AIDS for years with the breakthrough in medicines that they have. So, I mean, it's a very, very delicate situation, and a very delicate illness to deal with, both from the person who was infected and their family members. Who wants to see their family member go from healthy to dying? And so basically, that is an experience that family members go through who have family members who are diagnosed with AIDS and HIV. Very, very bad. The one thing that got me is that her aunt lost the ability to swallow. Can you imagine
Cannot.
losing your ability to swallow? Can you imagine not being able to open your eyelids because those muscles give out? So now, of course, the testing is a whole lot better. They have drugs and stuff on the market that act as placeholders for those who are infected with HIV.
Okay. Okay. Wow. And it's interesting that you even say it's better to have one disease than the other. I think what kind of struck me when you said that was, once you lose your health, there's no money in the world that can replace that.
No.
And how often do we just take it for granted? Let me raise my hand. Taking our health for granted because we want to do what we want to do, or we don't want to put the time into finding, other alternatives to, make sure that our longer living is not compromised.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep. You would say, it's better to have one than the other.
Yeah. Now I am a cancer survivor. I had cervical cancer.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and I was cured on, I'll never forget the day, March 1st of 2004. I had surgery, and that surgery basically was my cure. I did not have to have chemo. I didn't have to have radiation. I felt that it was a death sentence. I got the voicemail from the doctor at work, and I immediately became very emotional. My husband and I, at the time, We went to the doctor's office. She sat down with us. She talked about what to expect. Um, and you know what is funny? I have a younger sister. Her name is Sierra.
Okay.
And maybe a day or two after I got that diagnosis, she had actually, well, at that time, we were internet savvy, but not everybody had the internet.
Okay.
Not everybody had email. So she sent me a letter. She had no idea what I was just diagnosed with. She sent me a letter, and it was about me just being strong. And this is my baby sister. She was she in middle school at that time? Yeah. She just
Middle school and had the wherewithal and forethought
Yeah.
to send you a letter about the strength in you.
Yeah.
You know, there's power in words, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about that a little bit on our show, which was right before this show, you guys, on Level Up. You know, we talked a little bit about the power in our tongue, in words that comes out of our mouth. I can only imagine how much that allowed you to, take that in and strengthen your will
Yeah.
to want to be healed
Yeah.
because you heard from someone younger.
Yeah. And I had just had Jamie, my youngest child.
Wow.
This was 2004, so he wasn't 2 yet. Yeah,
And you did say it was cervical cancer.
cervical.
I have a family member that is going through that right now. We believe that she is in remission right now. So, the big C word, as we're talking about the big A word,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching someone that is preparing foods that could actually heal.
Yeah.
This is so important, Kelly, and I'm so proud that you have said yes to God,
Yeah.
yes to yourself,
Yes.
that you're going to go forward with this no matter what is going on in your life. You said yes to this because this is a very important ministry, ladies and gentlemen, to, watch someone who has some answers to the cure that we need, which is really in our foods.
Yeah.
We just need to know more about it and be educated.
Yeah. And again,
Highly educated.
you don't have to get fancy seasonings. The last time I cooked this, I'm trying to watch saying that word. The last time, because that's my nervous word, bite me. But last time I thought I was going to be a little fancy, and when I grilled the chicken, I put an extra seasoning on the chicken, and to me, I felt that the chicken was a little bit too salty for me.
Wow.
So just keep it simple. You don't have to drown your food with fancy seasonings. Honestly, white salt and black pepper
It's enough.
It's enough because it allows you to actually taste your food. It's extremely important for you to be able to satisfy your palate with the taste of what you are eating. So while I was discussing Stephanie's video, I did add the grilled chicken to the dish, and I served it to Angee from the Bee. Angee from the Bee. She was in a different room.
I'm ready.
Yeah, she was in a different room last time, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, y'all. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Okay, Mr. Scribe, I already know. Look at him. Look at him. Is that my plate? No, Mr. Scribe, this is mine. Okay. So look here, guys. So I rarely eat in front of the camera, but because this is Kelly's show, you guys, this is sweet potatoes. Okay, sweet potatoes hash browns.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fried like your regular, what do they call them? Home fried potatoes. Let me tell you the reason why I shred them. Again, I don't like sweet potatoes like that. But if you shred them and they're smaller, they cook better for me.
Mm.
They don't. Maybe it's just something in me, but I don't taste the sweet potato.
You don't. Mm-mm.
So that's the reason why I like to shred them.
Mm. Wow, y'all. It's just okay. Let me say this. I'm trying not to they tell you not to. Okay. It's a hint of sweetness that I'm tasting, but all the other stuff that you put in it is what I'm tasting.
Oh yeah, and I added green onion to this too. While I added the chicken, I added green onion. But I was kind of really talking about the video with my friend Stephanie. I wanted to thank her for taking the time to provide the video. She wasn't able to come and be a part of the show, so she provided the video for us, and what she said was extremely powerful because, again, you don't think about those things. We take just sitting up for granted.
Mm-hmm.
When AIDS attacks your body, well, when it's full-blown AIDS and your body starts getting attacked and everything starts breaking down, you lose the ability to do simple things that we definitely take for granted. But I did want to speak on something because again, she and I had an extensive conversation to prepare me to present some of this information. So, Angee, when I was diagnosed with having cancer, one of the things that caught me off guard, there was a spot on my fingernail. Didn't know where that spot came from. It was just a white spot.
Okay.
And I got sick with something that was just out of the blue. It was something that you're not even, I can't even remember what it was.
Okay.
But like with cancer, I don't know what it is about cancer, but it exposes your body to certain illnesses that you wouldn't normally get. So I am assuming that is another parallel when it comes to people who have AIDS or who have HIV that becomes AIDS. So, yeah.
We got a question here.
Okay.
So Grace is asking, how do you shred the sweet potatoes?
Oh, I use just a regular basic shredder. Just a regular basic shredder to shred the sweet potatoes.
Uncooked, though. Uncooked?
Uncooked, of course, uncooked. I will tell you, too, that how I prepared the sweet potatoes for the sweet potato salad, I boiled I chopped the sweet potato up in small chunks, and I boiled them in water and salt water. So I don't know if that took out some of the sweet potatoey taste.
Might have.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm telling you, this is amazing. I only like sweet potatoes in a pie or a souffle.
No. I'm like the sweet potato now. Yes, Mr. Scribe, I'm going in. Okay? You gotta leave me alone.
Yeah, so
You gotta wrap it up.
So again, this show is about taking on health one number at a time. During the show, we will talk about the health topic of whatever that health topic is for that month. Again, this is for informational purposes only. Again, today's dish was the sweet potato hash browns. Coming up next, we do have 3 shows, right?
We only got two shows left, you guys. Level Up Nation has been, going all day long, starting with Dr. Kyrie at 1 p.m. Eastern. Then you had the show that me and Mr. Scribe is on, which is Level Up Nation at 3 p.m. Eastern. Following this is where we are now with Food for Talk. The next show that you will see will be the new artist profile at 6 p.m. Eastern with Tony D. Straight after that will be my boy, my dude. That's my dude right there. The CHH Jams presents, and he is with Birdie, and he is with Kimberly Howell. And rounding out for the night, you guys, you don't want to miss this show with Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks. She's going to have Michael Bradley, of which I'm praying. Michael Bradley is making his way to having his own show, you guys. That's going to be a treat in of itself. So, you guys, stay tuned for more of the shows that will be coming your way. Congratulations once again to Kelli for, this is the second show. Show number 2, girl.
Show 2. And also, Birdie, you guys have to get his new album, Mental Impact. It is hot. It is hot.
It is hot, you guys. I bought the whole album. Birdie, once again, congratulations to you, my brother, on Mental Impact, your sophomore album, which is already doing an amazing job. Well, you guys, hey, anything you want to give to the, listening? We got some audiences that are listening as well.
Oh, yeah. So, basically, you can buy my books. You can go to my website, which is Kelli, KELLID, like Demetra, Bryant.com. So it's kellydbryant.com. Go to my website. It has my bio.
You can see those 2 books over there.
Yes. And we also have affiliate links that take you straight to Amazon to purchase my books. And I don't want to call them cookbooks. I want to say that they're recipe books, idea books. Yeah. So please go check my website out, check my books out. And actually, Amazon gives you an opportunity to preview the book. I don't know if it's like the first 6 pages they give you to preview it, but
they do that.
Yeah. So I want to say happy holidays to everyone who is on here. May you have a wonderful and blessed Christmas and a prosperous and blessed New Year. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, you guys, once again, stay tuned for you're right, other 3 shows. So 1 at 6, 1 at 7, 1 at 9 p.m. right here at Level Up Nation. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.